After a billion-dollar hailstorm hits an area, your focus should be on running your business, not on insurance claims. We have helped streamline the insurance process for hundreds of roofing contractors across the U.S., and we can do it for yours too. Visit us online at c3adjusters.com and learn how we can help you save time and get claims paid faster.
Hey guys, here we're going to be doing a little bit of coverage with the storms going on right now. I was kind of trying to figure out when I was going to do this because I didn't want to jump on without any activity actually happening. I know there were quite a few folks who were getting a little impatient, even though it's just now 6 o'clock, and we do have storms starting to form across the Dallas area. But first, before we get into that, we're going to talk about Kansas City, where as we were kind of downloading stuff, we had a quarter golf ball size hail showing up just south of Kauffman Stadium. So we're going to bring that up on radar. We're going to talk about that at this exact second here. Again, I haven't looked at this too much since because it takes me a minute to get live. But we started mapping the storm. It pretty much formed right over the metro right here. So here we are a couple frames ago. This was about at quarter before the hour, just by Shawnee. Again, this isn't anything crazy. So I didn't want to go live because there was you had that occasional up to quarter size hail as it moved through, but it crossed into Missouri. We had some better hail here, quarter to $half size hail, and then it looks like the frame that I decided to go live, you can see the correlation coefficient, the CCs, when there is lots of greens and blues and yellows. That means you have bigger hail falling, and it looks like we have some golf ball size hail. I think Ryan Hampton said on there that he was getting golf balls right now. We had a report that just came in of quarter to golf ball size hail. So I don't think this isn't gonna be some insane storm. Let me just put that out there. I think we're seeing. Let me look at a couple other things here, and yeah. So again, it's going to be a fairly brief period of up to golf ball size hail, and it looks like Independence continue moving east. Looks like we have a little bit more activity south side of Independence, and that's where we're at right now. Storm doesn't look super amazing. I'm going to put that out there. Again, this isn't a high impact storm. This might honestly be more of a new date of loss. You have maybe a couple hits here and there, but I don't think we're seeing some high impact event across the area. However, a golf ball size hailstone just south of Kauffman Stadium is always nice. So I've seen a lot of questions about DFW, which is why I'm kind of speeding through this a little bit to get to the area down to the south here. We just got a severe thunderstorm warning, and let's see if curious if we can see Derek on here. So Derek is out chasing in the DFW area off to the north and to the west. So here is Fort Worth, Dallas. This is up by Jacksboro. The cap is finally breaking. Looks like we're seeing some storms form. Now, yes, skeptical. The question is, can we get these storms to move through the city to the south? Things trended a little further to the north, and these are streaming to the north and west. So big question is, can we get stuff forming further south? We get some down by Stephenville. You see here just like stuff's trying to form by Mineral Wells. All of that could move into this area. And again, the risk is still completely there. Anything big, anything that goes dominate can make really, really big hail. The big question is, I think we could see storms, up to dropping up to softball size hail. The big question is, can it actually hit the area? Adjusters don't even care about data loss in Kansas City. When I said hail in Kansas City, 1 inch is meant for longer. Yes, it's a very short hail time in Kansas City as well. So again, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's not even, so again, that's why I'm not really hyping up this storm in Kansas City at all, because I think it is overall, again, you get some quarters, some $half, and then look at this most recent frame here. It doesn't look super great. Doesn't even have a hail marker on it anymore. So again, a quick hit, a quick little dump for about 2 frames here. It looks like you have Let me step just out of the way. Right there and right there, you had that drop of up to some golf ball size hail, and that is it. Again, quarter golf ball size hail, short hail time, 2-3 minutes, and then that's all you really got in there. So it'll probably be a 3-star map, well, we'll see. And we may keep it lower if it really doesn't look super crazy, and again, we'll see if you can guys use a new date of loss or whatever it happens to be with that. It doesn't look too crazy in this area, and the storm is now weakening, and that's all we have in the area right now. So Pea-Size and East Independence off Highway 24 better get a lot bigger than this. I don't know if it's going to get a lot bigger than that. Not going to lie, it does not. Yeah, you're also a little too far north for where the bigger hail would be further to the south here. Sunny and breezy, McKinney, Texas currently. Yes, Garrett, everything is not anywhere near where you want near you. Again, everything for the Dallas area is to the north and to the west. We have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect now for the whole Dallas-Fort Worth metro except for Rockwall County. They're saying an 80% chance of at least 10 or more hail reports and 60% of 2 inches or greater. They're putting their cap at 2.5 inches. I'm putting my cap at up to softballs. So 2 minutes. Yeah, there you go. 2-minute hail time. So again, not really saying this is we're not trying to hype this up at all in Kansas City. We know that it is a very low-end storm, probably going to be a 2-incher. It looks like the storm will die off in Illinois and Wisconsin area. All right, let's take a look. My biggest concerns in Wisconsin, Illinois, is if things turn to a line. We already have a pretty good line across Iowa, and we have a couple more isolated storms in northern Iowa it will be heading towards southern side of Wisconsin. I don't expect hail much larger than $0.50 at the maximum with these if they can actually make it in there. And that would be in the westernmost sections of southwestern Wisconsin and far northwestern sections of Illinois. I don't think Illinois is going to be seeing too much out of this. Again, it looks more like a line of storms, and that's not good news for hail. Let's see, Johnny said before that DFW is looking at hail 9 p.m. He's still saying 9. Probably somewhere, yeah. Like right now it is 6:35 p.m. We're just getting storms forming. Couple counties off to the west. I'd say anywhere, we're starting to form storms now. You could see something through 9, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. So no hail in Oklahoma City. Sad face. Nothing right now. Probably not too much. We have storms out in far western Oklahoma. Got some pretty big hail up to 2 inches there. But I don't think it's going to quite make it to Oklahoma City. It might just skirt you off to the north, or it'll be a line of storms before it gets there. So again, basic coverage here. I wanted to jump on because there is a little storm, marginal hail, short hail time. We had a brief little dump of up to golf ball size hail, but I'm willing to bet the golf balls are going to be more the exception than the norm, and couple minute hail time. So it's not going to be a big time storm. Where's Derek? Derek is, that's right, we were going to look for him. Let's, bring Spire Network up here. Derek and Kirk are probably near the one storm that looks pretty good, or somewhere around there. Oh, geez, there's lots of little dots. Give me a second, guys. I'm trying to figure out where he is. Thankfully, I turned on his Spire Network before they left. And where the hell is he? Did he turn it off? All right. Well, if I can't find him, I'm not going to spend forever looking for him. But just know that he's last time I checked, he was near Jacksboro. Oh, there he is. Yeah, so he's heading towards this storm. So he is, I had his name right there, Derek Klein. There he is. So they're right here, heading towards this storm. We're letting the storm get in there. Starting to look better. I bet this storm could drop some pretty big time hail once it gets going. Of course, the question is, will it make the Dallas? This one, as they stream to the northeast, that puts Dallas' chances a little bit lower. I had 50% earlier. I'm backing off on that a little bit. I know. I was a little aggressive. I was getting people, getting excited. It looked a lot better earlier, but now things went a little further north. A little bit more heating happened today. I think that pushed a couple boundaries up further, but that doesn't count out the fact that more storms can continue forming to the south and eventually move through the Dallas area. So anywhere between now and 10, 11 o'clock, pretty similar to what we were saying earlier. I said anywhere between 6 and midnight, and again, it's the first half hour, and we're seeing more storms trying to form off down to the south and to the west. So anywhere between now and midnight, well, probably not right now, probably like 7 or 8 through about midnight, you could see storms in the Dallas area. If anything stays isolated and gets going, again, we could still maintain that really huge hail threat. This, again, that biggest question is going to happen. DFW storm will pop out of nowhere. It is very possible that that will happen. And that tends to happen quite a bit. You get a nice urban heat island effect. You see temperatures are in the 80s here. We'll see how things pan out. Let's see where I can show you guys where the dry line's at as well. These storms are popping off that dry line, and it's going to continue pushing to the east. What about more in San Antonio? That would be much, much later this evening, well after dark. If anything does move through there, it might even be after midnight. I think it's still looking like we're going to see much more in the way of a line of storms. But, you know, if you get any kind of storms that have, they're embedded, but they have a little bit of their own inflow, you could see some hail in there. 2-inch hail is your absolute maximum. What time? Again, probably after midnight. Never saw hail very large after the sun goes down, but you never know. Well, I can tell you quite many times that's happened. Ask Colorado Springs, Colorado, how that works out for you. They got like 3.5, 4-inch hail at 4 in the morning. That happens. Dallas, Fort Worth, and St. Patrick's Day 2016, it was about 4 in the morning. We had, I mean, hell, even the storm that you guys got in a little while back. Wait, no, that wasn't at night. It was a different one at night. A couple others at night, just in the past couple of years, I can think off the top of my head. So, that is just a quick update on what's been going on. Again, this storm here in the Kansas City area is kind of crapping out on us. A couple other storms look like they're forming just to the south of Wichita, and Oklahoma City are still not even in the severe thunderstorm watch. Again, I think the I-44 corridor is going to miss out on quite a bit of this activity today, and we'll be back for any kind of coverage if things get more exciting. I wouldn't be surprised if Derek goes live in a little bit while he's out there chasing this stuff that's finally forming out here in Texas, and we'll see what's going on. What I missed with Kansas City area, not too much. Again, we had a brief period of quarter, half dollar size hail, kind of isolated, and we had a little dump, a couple minutes of hail up to golf ball size, but not the primary size. Short hail time, quick mover, not a lot of hail. So again, it's at least a 2-star map, but I don't think we're going to be seeing the like damaging hail. This could be a new date of loss, or just, you know, maybe that extra 1 or 2 hits that you need to finish off a roof that you've been trying to get bought. Are you dropping a chance from 50%? Yes, I'm 50%. I mean, aggressive, but it's still the 50% chance it doesn't happen. Like, storms are happening like I expected. It's just, it may be a little too far to the north, so I bring it down to more about 30-ish%. We'll see. We'll see how things are going. What's building southwest of DFW? Yes, there are more storms trying to get going. That's why we're not discounting this at all. All it takes is this little guy here, a rocket over here, or other storms trying to fire up. So that is pretty much all we got for you guys. Where the hail in Tyler? Tyler's probably not going to see too much. You guys have been socked in cloudiness all day, which is unfortunate. Some things that are hard to get at. Chicago, even knowing you guys are in the hail risk, I am giving you a very, very low chance, less than 1% chance you even see quarter-size hail tonight. So that's what I got for you guys. I'll be back later. Again, we'll likely be back with more coverage as more storms move into or through city areas, and we'll likely to be going live here on Hail Trace for any kind of storm chasing coverage that Derek will be doing as he is heading towards the storms right now. So I'm going to wrap this up so Derek can do that, because we only can do one live feed at a time here on Facebook, and I think on Periscope too. So I'll be talking to you guys later. Put those comments in the section. Well, all right, guys. I'll talk to you later.